Welcome back, everyone. Today is Let's Talk Tuesday, and the topic, weight gain. The holidays are just around the corner, and for many of us, that means extra LBs. All those tempting treats and seemingly far less time to stay active can certainly be a bad combination. Joining me now is weight loss and nutrition specialist Will Armijo. Will, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, love it.
So let's get right to it. This is a very real thing. Alarming stats that you actually shared with us say that the average person can gain around 3 to 5 pounds on average during this time of year. So how do we sidestep it?
Yeah.
I'm speechless thinking about it.
And the food intake goes up 200%, which is crazy to even think about. So I would say one of the biggest problems that people have is they have a misconception of that scenario. So what a lot of people do, holiday parties, family parties, work parties, that's when a lot of the extra calories are eaten. So what people will do is they won't eat until events like that,
Sure.
and then they'll eat all of it there. Well, a really good tip, 2 tips.
Okay.
One would be eat right before you go to an event. So something high protein or high fat, it's gonna digest slower, it's gonna fill you up so that when you get into that scenario and you smell all the good smells.
See the charcuterie board.
Right,
Okay.
right, you don't dive straight in.
Okay, I like that. So a little light snack before heading out to the holiday party, maybe sidestep the cookies. I know that during this time of year as well, too, a lot of snacks around the office. There's banana bread upstairs right now in the break room. So how dare you, whoever brought that in. How do you stay away from the temptation as well when you're in and out of office parties and things like that all year?
So a really good tip for that is if you're a caffeine person, caffeine is a natural appetite suppressant. Okay. So drinking coffee or tea is gonna help balance that appetite. But also, you could have a little bit. It's not about completely avoiding it, because then at some point you're gonna get the urge to do it, probably when nobody's looking.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. If there's no witnesses, it doesn't happen.
Right.
Okay, so trying not to overeat. Now, physical activity takes a nosedive this same time of year as well, about 50%. So how can you stay active? We're blessed to have such beautiful weather this time of year. So what should people be doing to take advantage of that?
Yeah, and no, that's a good point, especially living in Arizona. There's really no excuse. But an easy thing to say would just be to go work out more. But that's not really realistic for everybody. We're even busier during the holidays.
Right.
So what I would say is take the same workouts you're doing, just higher intensity or heavier weight. What that's gonna do is it's gonna burn more calories, which what allows you to eat more food.
Right.
So it compensates for it.
Okay, and so when we see the 200% intake, we know some of that can be part stress, part emotional eating. You know, it's cuffing season. So if you're not maybe meeting that special someone, maybe you're turning to food, you're hitting the fridge late at night. Best advice to kind of watch out for those tendencies as well.
Yep, so there's 2 really good tips that I've seen work very, very well. Number 1, share your plate. Okay. Share it with somebody, because odds are in the holidays, it's gonna be way more calorically dense, whatever you're eating. Find somebody to share it with, that way you don't leave half of a plate. Number 2, frozen fruits. So frozen blueberries, frozen grapes at night when you get these sugar urges.
Okay.
Eat as much as you want. Blueberries, grapes, things like that. It helps you eat them slower so you're not snacking on the ice cream and all the snacks in the cupboard.
Oh, terrible. Ben and Jerry. Okay, and last but not least, we know alcohol. The Pinterest-inspired cocktails that come out, dunk the cup in frosting and then throw peppermint candy on it and then fill it with vodka. Why not? How do you kind of decrease your alcohol intake?
Yeah, so instead of just stopping altogether,
Right,
because
cold
I like
turkey
my
stuff.
tequila too.
Okay.
So what you should look at is avoiding the sugary mixes.
Okay.
So the juices, the Cokes, try to remove those calories. Now the downside to alcohol isn't that alcohol makes you fat or helps you or makes you gain weight. That's not what it does. What it is it's empty calories. So you consume all these calories, but you're still going to be hungry. And then after you drink, you have a tendency to eat more food. So removing a lot of those empty calories from the mixers, lighter beers in the holidays is gonna help you bring down that caloric load.
Oh, a lot of good information. And we definitely want you guys to ask your questions to our expert. He's here all afternoon. Just send us a text, 602-444-1212. Again, make sure to let us know who you are and where you're texting us from, and we'll get a couple of those questions answered. We've already gotten some good ones. He's gonna answer those live for us on the air in about 20 minutes.